Alright. We are back to one last stream of Dark Souls 2. This will be the last of the DLC, and then we will head into the final bit of the base game, which is the ending. So, last time we had gotten through the rest of Broom Tower and entered Illuminalois. We now are on a mission to collect the remaining Ivory Knights to help us defeat the old Chaos. We've got one last night, so we need two more now. So that's what we're working with right now. I'll never be upset about anything ever again. Oh, boy howdy will I not. So, best things, why not just, in that, why don't we just rip that band-aid off talking about today's inauguration. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I did see snippets of it, and sadly the main snippet, I think a lot of people took away, was the fact that Elon was giving a certain salute that is not subtle in any way, and some people are already trying to rationalize it like, oh, it's a what's it called? Not a Russian salute, it's a Roman salute, which already is a problem in and of itself. It's one of those things I'm going to be like, well, this is going to be a long 4 years. And that sucks. Also, in lighter news, but also in the same vein of concern, TikTok is back. Went down for only like 14 hours, and then it popped back up yesterday, and I feel like a total dumbass about it. Drawing both that hated sunset and then also that little montage I made. I'm like, well, don't I look stupid? Also, so I was trying to have this thing hit. Oh man, I love when I can't get hits in. Yep, yes, I'm googly goo. As I will try to be, but I only ask people to keep an eye out on the for them and their loved ones during these trying times. Maybe play Elden Ring. So it's my go-to for a suggestion for dealing with certain stuff. Referring to TikTok getting unbanned in the last second and beating Dark Souls 2 the worst, but that's okay. I mean that too. I will say, I am kind of glad that I didn't go through with my original idea and made like a whole video of, you know, pouring out my heart and soul about the ban and my experience on TikTok, because that would have been less embarrassing than just making a, you know, quick montage about it. At least with that, I can just, you know, I can just brush under the idea of being like, this is the 40K celebration. Oh my god. So we got that as my backup for excuse. We're probably going to make a video on TikTok talking about everything in that regard. But all I can say is at this point, it's just gonna get back to the old grind that is making animations. I think I might take a break, at least for a month, on shorts and try to focus on like try to go for a minute-long animation. I have a Monster Hunter animation I had storyboarded for about like a good year or a half so maybe I can focus in on that before I go back into more shorts on TikTok, because we don't know what the confirmation is. We just know TikTok's back, and they said that they were working with the Trump administration. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, how much ass kissing are you doing where this is they're just going to let you slide and just stay the same, or are we about to see Elon 2.0 on TikTok? Going to go from TikTok to TikToks. Well, you know, someone else is streaming those too right now and claimed is the best. Wrong. Okay. There are a lot of aspects of this game that I can appreciate a bit more as the more I play it. However, it gets kind of hard to appreciate it when your controls are so mangled that it becomes impossible to actually interact with certain fights. And also ADP. I don't know why I did that. Dead. Randomly turning around instead of rolling. That's fine. No, I didn't want to roll. Oh my god. Oh boy. Hi, Cam. It's gonna be a minute, Cam. I gotta get through Illinois in order to find the other Ivory Knights. Place has not started off 2025 yet because Chris has been stuffing his belly in protest about KT getting HBO Max. I think they usually that's one theory, but I think they usually take a break in January before they start up in the new year. But also might have something to do with the fires. No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Why do the guys covered in true ice have weaker defense than the random clothed assassins? Oh my god, geometry! Get out of here. Bunch of classic Looney Tunes shorts got pulled from HBO Max. Including Duck, a Monk, and What's Opera Duck. Yeah, I don't know what's the point in HBO Max if they're just gonna keep pulling stuff off it now. Oh my god. Oh boy. Cuts are either to make it cheaper to run the servers or to sell the streaming rights to Netflix. Maybe. But it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, if they're just gonna sell it to Netflix, what's the point in me keeping a subscription? If I can just, you know, watch it on Netflix. And I have both, dear loyal consumers. So true. Oh my god. Geometry. Yeah. I hate that the characters get pushed forward away, so I can't get a second hit in. Oh my god. Get out of here. Okay, so we took care of the one in that tower over there, so now we go up this way. Need you all to piss off. Didn't want to do that. Back up. Plenty of torches. I just wanted to see if there was like anything more over here, but not. But no, but no. That torch, like this torch, like this one, and then like that one. This is probably not a good idea. I just accidentally flipped that one over. Okay. Took care of that. Damn it, I was kind of hoping he would be dumb and not realize where I was. Unless he's stuck now. stuck. There he is. You be Eldering without using the 3DS stylus? Probably, considering I have. Garrison Ward Key. I like how they don't hide the secret tunnels, because they wouldn't be completely flat. Bone Fist. Videos of beating X game without doing X thing are so annoying. Yeah, there's always that like caveat of where like, can you do this thing without the main mechanic of the game? And it's like, if you're super familiar with the game, it's like, no, it's physically impossible to do anything like that with that kind of game. And then like, you're good, like, first 5 seconds in, they're like, oh, we've come across a real problem. Well, if we put a cheat code here, it's like, well, no, there's the answer. Video's over. Bye-bye. Luigi's wins by doing nothing are the only ones that I think are good. Because at least then you actually have proof of Luigi winning by doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. This guy just laugh at me. Could you beat Super Mario Bros. 1985 without jumping? No, of course not. Exactly. Alright. See this coffin? We'll come back here later. Katarina armor. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks because my feet were too cold. Yeah, it snowed last night. Got real cold. Completely forgot to make sure that wasn't another what's it called? Mimic. I don't know why I was blanking on that for so long. Remember those invisible guys from earlier? Well, now they're not so invisible. ETV Tunes just announced that they got the license to air the original TMNT. Neat. There goes hat. What kind of hat? You know, they made a graphic novel about the Grinch. Almost fell off my desk. And the Cat in the Hat in a year or 2 ago. They look okay. Neat. What's up here? Shortcut. That's what's up here. Cat in the Hat intentionally flooded a house and the Grinch went to a beach. Amazing. Ooh, excuse me. resistance +1. Back, you wild beasts! I don't know why I thought that was an item just in the corner. Didn't really register that it was a dog. I feel dumb. Yeah. Getting in the way of my fight. Ow. Oh my god. I feared for the worst with that one. Hello. Night immediately, Lois seeks the chaos. Alright. So that's 2 down. We just need 1 more now. Before we do that, I gotta go back around because there was an area we forgot to go to when the storm was still hitting. Plenty of Elizabeth mushrooms. Hello. What are you doing here? Goodbye. You saw the guy fall. The area had to reset, so he just ragdoll physics when he was in my sight. Splintering lightning sphere. Yeah, we start making our way through this area. Open the door. Well, I went into the golem. Get out of here. Tired of all the casters. Oh, hello. not this one. Oh, we got a symbol of avarice. That hurt. Hang on. TheArgoNinja, how's it going? Getting PTC, TICM, mimic hello. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Welcome back, Resonator 47. Sorry. Resonator 47. There we go. Perfect. Doing alright. Trying to survive through all these shots from random casters here and there. Now. That's okay if my name gets butchered. It's a weird name. Alright, that's fun. Don't worry, I do try my best, don't worry. I just sometimes, like, when I need to stop and think, I have to slow down my words. Oh dear. Pass around the soul. Why not? Yeah, that's close. There we are. I've need to ask last time, how long have you been an animator? I've been animating for about a little over a decade now. Probably 15 years, I would say. I made my channel in 2009 or so. So the curved Neil Greatsword. So I started out making just like quick little animations here and there, and then I slowly started to build that up over the years, and now I make more quick little animations here and there. So I know I got invaded by an NPC. Just trying to remember where, because I know he tries to ambush you. There he is. There we go. What's your toughest challenge being an animator? Definitely trying to do a bit more subtle movements, I guess, if that's the best way I can do it. I try to make sure I not totally stay on model, but I want to make sure that the character doesn't get all too wild in this shape. I usually try to keep a consistency in that. Be it sticking the feet in the correct positions and stuff like that, you know. Best way I can describe it. Okay, well that's the shortcut to that. So now we gotta go down the other hallway. Current challenge now is I want to try adding more like impact frames where like things go like black and white for a split second during a massive impact. What I'm trying to do now though is make sure that it like actually reads well enough, and I might have to try to do a couple more attempts at that. Because if you saw the Jin animation I did a couple of weeks back, there's an impact frame right before he shoots the body he's got strung up. And I've always liked how impact frames look, but I think it might have gone a little too quick, so I want to try to better myself with that. Best I could describe. Where did the other guy go? I saw him just now. There he is. Makes sense. Insane your animation for only plays. I've been curious from another animator's perspective. Fair enough. Been meaning to also want to do another Oni Plays animation. It's just been some time. I've been so focused on the shorter ones that I haven't gotten a chance to work on something a bit more broad. I was planning on focusing more on that with TikTok going down, but a night of Illumined Lois seeks the chaos. But since that seems to be alright for the time being, I still might, just because I have a animatic already set up for an animation. Oh, look at that. Perfect. For a Monster Hunter one. So I might pull back a little bit on the shorts for a time being. At least between now and the 28th. When is Wilds coming out? I don't remember. But I want to try to at least get one animation like that done this year. And I want to try to get the Monster Hunter one done before Wilds comes out. And since, like, you know, so everyone doesn't forget what Sunbreak was about. Okay. Wilds comes out in the middle of February, I believe. Let me see, just to make sure, because I think I saw that it was like 40 days, like 4 days ago, so let me just do a double check myself here. Hunter release. Oh yeah, at the end of the month, the 28th February. So yeah, got a little bit over a month. Let's try to get that done. It's not too heavy of an idea, but I want to at least try to get like that one done. Thank you kindly. Alright. With the last of the knights now freed, it's time to face off against the chaos.
Many of Elaine, but not one of the kingdoms. But it was the night.
Just wanted to make sure I already talked to her. There's a whole side quest where you have to collect the souls of the burnt ivory knights, and you need like 50 of them, and I'm just like, hell no. I ain't doing that. Alright. Let me just make sure I did get all 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, alright. Let's do this. We go from the East Coast to the West Coast real quick. This part I don't care much for. One has sacrificed himself to stop the chaos. Like, on paper, I think this is a cool idea, but I just wish it wasn't, you know, fight the burnt knights for a long enough time until one at a time the other knights sacrifice themselves to close off the chaos. I'd rather it be like a 5v5, where it's like, you know, me and my knights versus the Ivory King and his knights in one climactic battle. That'd be a bit more interesting. It's kind of what keeps this from going from being S tier boss fight, unironically, to just an A for me. Especially since all the knights seem to focus on me. Now time for by far, like I said, my favorite boss in this entire game. Also, the pyromancy knights are the worst. Sword. And he's got crazy hits for days. Ooh. Perspective. Rawr. Oh god. Oh my god. Ah, damn it. Every time I hope I get him. Every time I hope I get an Estus off, it always kills me. Alright, let's try this again. What are your thoughts? Say one day someone would make a Dark Souls movie. Would you say that would work, or would you say that be more like Resident Evil? No, you were so close. I know. I'm of the belief that I think a Souls game is not the best medium for a movie for a general audience, if that makes sense. The way I see it is the Soul games, they're pretty cryptic at times, where you gotta, look at how I like to describe it as Beanie Baby tags. I didn't mean to take off the helmet, I just meant to look at it. To read up on the lore for certain things. And while there is a through line plot for those who don't want to seek it out, it's a pretty bare bones plot. I think it would have to be sort of more of like a visual storytelling film, in the sense of if you're familiar with Genndy Tartakovsky's work, Samurai Jack, Primal, Dexter's Lab, his later shows are very heavy on more visual storytelling than actual character dialogue, if that makes sense. So I think someone like that would probably have a better idea of how to make a movie for the Souls games. Also, maybe something being animated wouldn't hurt. I don't know, it depends. It has to also just be something very serious. And I'd be very worried of it being a bit more lighthearted. Something like Bloodborne has to be a hard R of a movie, not slur, of rated, because the visuals, I feel need to be as nightmarish as possible to really sell the horrors of Yharnam, and I don't think you can get away with that with a PG-13 rating. You could probably do it for the other series, just because, they're more fantasy focused, I guess, medieval. Though maybe Elden Ring might need to be rated R also because of anything involving Deathblight and Frenzy Flame, but generally speaking. Hard to say. I'm very, hesitant when it comes to video game properties becoming movies. We've had pretty good ones, but then we've been kind of back and forth when it comes to decent movies. Like Mario, I thought the Mario movie probably was one of the better ones, just because it's kind of hard to mess up Mario, in the sense of how the original live action one was very kind of all over the place with how it wanted to tell the story. So him, Bowser going, a monkey! It's always gonna be classic. But then something like Minecraft definitely should have been animated. Everything looks the best way I can describe the Minecraft trailer is it looks like everything is on a green screen, to the point where I look like I'm just watching Spy Kids 3D from 2005. I think that's when Spy Kids 3D came out. Okay, well, glad to see the doors got closed before Ivory King showed up. No, my knight friend. Ow. Oh my god. I thought he was backing up to turn his sword into a lightsaber. Okay, just stand there. That's fine. That worked out. Crown of the Ivory King. We've gotten the final crown. A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. Alright. It's one of those things where I remember, oh yeah, dark does a lot of damage.
You've granted my one wish. Now, I have no regrets. I was born amidst the dark. Long ago, in the depths of the abyss, my father perished. The dark shattered into tiny pieces, one of which was me. How frightened I was. A frail thing, born from but a splinter of dark. I felt that I might simply disappear. I am, in fact, the incarnation of my father's fears. I saw that the king of this land was strong. I sought him only to sustain myself, to smother my fears. Now, I realize that he may have known all along. I was born of fear, and my Lord provided comfort. And so, here I remain, heiress to my Lord's wishes, watching over chaos. Until the end of time. The knights of Aleum were swallowed by the chaos, where their souls still remain. I pray for their deliverance. The night where there's...
Yeah, so that was supposed to be your indicator, like, oh, go get the knight's souls or whatever, I think. Pretty sure, like... Yeah, see, Lois souls. Soul of the Knights of Lois. The Knights of Lois were taken by chaos and lost all sense of purpose, and being the few woeful souls that trudged back home were guided by some faint vestige of self. The soul is pure sorrow, and only Alana can put it to rest. I think you're supposed to get like 50 of them in order to get back up, go up there and actually talk to her, but I don't feel like doing that, so. I'm gonna go level up, and then we're gonna deal with the worst, one of the worst bosses in this DLC. Gonna trudge through the snow like I was earlier today. Oh, awesome. Here it is. Soul of the Ivory King. Soul of the Ivory King of the Illuminating Lois. The proud Ivory King was ever merciful and devoted himself to the protection of his great land until he was devoured by the flames of chaos. I don't really know why I just used that, because I don't have enough for 2 levels.
There, and
I knew you'd be back.
thanks.
Alright, now we have to go into the Outer Banks. Have to wait a second. Here it is. This part I refuse to do by myself, so we should just summon a couple of friends here. Like Vengaro. Manhunter O'Hara, Manhunter, and Abyss Fiva. This way. Sorry, I'm just staying on high alert right now. Now we gotta go this one. Here we go. Ow. Can't see anything because of the sun. Okay. Keep moving. Oh, man. Pretty sure there's a lot of heals. Gotta go this way. Run. I don't want to deal with that guy over there, so we're just gonna keep going this way. Ow. Oh, come on. Really? Damn it. Oh, my God. Okay. That's fine. Keep moving. I actually can't tell which way I'm going. I hate there's like a clanking sound in the wind, and I can't tell if that's a reindeer getting ready to charge or not. That guy really did that much damage to him. so it does heal. You have no pants on, O'Hara. Aren't you cold? Alright, I'm in base. Counts. Oh good, human effigies. Go, come on! Fuck. Where the hell did it go? Okay. Made it. Alright, we might lose a Vangarl, because he's getting hit by that reindeer. I don't feel like going back for him, so... for the time being. Pet. Ow. Give us to the halfway point. One down. going, Zalin. Ow. Nice hitbox. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Soul of Lude, the King's Pet, and Soul of Zalin, the King's Pet. Alright. And with that, we are officially done with the DLC of Dark Souls 2. All that's left is us to go down the Throne of Want and make a choice. Before we do that, there's one little trip I want to take one last time. Excuse me.
There.
Soul of Lude and Zalin, Soul of Lude and Zalin, who served the Ivory King. Each of the Ivory King's 7 beasts was conferred a specific duty. Zalin was the mercy killing of exiles, and so was Lude's. Cool.
There.
Thanks. Thank you kindly. Right, now we're gonna go back here. Have to make a trip down a bridge we saw earlier. Also, I guess that I always thought the Dragon Rider there respawns, but I guess not. That makes my life easier. If you recall, this door was locked, but after going through several areas since we last were here, It's now open. For it possesses soul of the king. And also this. King's crown, armor, gauntlets, leggings. Ow, forgot about you. Oh, good. Right in front of me. Excuse me. Now I go back into the crypt. Yes, I smashed open the crypt and it was all lying there. Yeah. The most dramatic attack they have is a giant lightning sword and then gets instantly interrupted by death. Okay, before we go in, I want to do a couple more reading of items and such. King's armor. Armor of Vendrick, king of Drang Lake. What makes a king? Some say it is birthright, while others call it destiny. Perhaps it is not important as long as the king's name serves to unite his people. And then... same thing there. I assume the same thing here. Yes, alright. And the crowns, we have 4 crowns now. King's crown, same thing there. But then here are the 3 crowns from the DLC. Crown of the Sunken King. Crown of the Sunken King who once ruled this land. The king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon, but the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dragon's awakening. But these were events for a long time ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. Crown of the Old Iron King. Crown of the Old Iron King who once ruled this land. The king sunk below the scorching iron, met the one whose name must never be repeated, and became Icarus Earth. But these were events long ago, name, and then lastly, Crown of the... I love how this one gets more of a paragraph than these first 2. Crown of the Ivory King. who once ruled this land. Far to the north, a king built a great cathedral to appease the raging flame, but when he sensed the degradation of his soul, he left without a word, leaving everything to Alsana, who had unbeknownst found a place at his side. But these were even events long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. And then, lastly, Soul of the King. The great soul beckoned the dark, overwhelming the king. Perhaps this king, who once ruled the world of men, was a lacking vessel for the true throne. Alright, so I wanted to get that out of the way as we then lead into this moment.
Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. Seeker of fire, conqueror of dark. I too sought fire once. With fire, they say, a true king can harness the curse. A lie, but I knew no better. Seeker of fire, you know not the depth of dark within you. It grows deeper still, the more flame you covet. Flame, oh, flame.
I've heard that before.
Seeker of fire, I see you've subdued another foul creature. One of the father of the abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Chandra was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. One day, fire will fade, and dark will become a curse. Men will be free from death, left to wander eternally. Dark will again be ours, and in our true shape, we can bury the false legends of yore. Only, is this our only choice? Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. Seek strength.
The crown.
The rest will follow.
The ashen mist fades. He radiates from the ancient crowns. So, basically what just happened was now the crown... let me see, this is just like the crown for Vendrick's crown, specifically. When we don it, we no longer get afflicted by the curse. So when we die, we stay human. We don't go hollow. We don't turn into a pickle. Little neat thing. I want to do one more more thing before we call it. And by call it, I mean head towards the finale. Ow. Get out of here. Oh, there was the extra Estus shard. Should have done this way earlier. Oh my god, jump scared me. Well, thank god, there's no more things to worry about around here. Oh dear. Anyway, there's no thing to worry about here now. So, here's this funny little thing here. The nature of your being has changed. What nature of my being, you might ask? Oh my god! Can't believe Dark Souls 2 said trans rights. Hey, we just wanted to show that off. A little neat little thing. Alright, I'm gonna go back, get my last Estus shard. And then we'll head back to Drendlake Castle.
Is that a ship? Here, to see, however.
Yeah, for some reason in 2 you can only have up to 12.
journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none.
Yeah, usually people aren't.
I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
Also, one last item read is what she's referring to. Giant's kinship. Giant's kingship, each king has his rightful throne, and when he sits upon it, he sees what he chooses to see. Or perhaps it is the throne which shows the king only what he wants. The flame roars, but will soon begin to fade, and only a worthy heir might burnish their light. What is it truly a climate of the throne could desire? So now we go down to the throne of want, literally just a trot down. Throne Watcher and Defender. Hot take, I think the Pursuer should have been the real boss here. These guys just kind of show up, and it's like, who are you? Anyway. Nishandra? Is that you? You're looking... ew.
Now, be one.
This doesn't really read as Daughter of the Abyss. This reads as Daughter of Nito. bye. Sold the Chandra. Alright, we did it. What?
Have come and gone.
Who's that?
One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of ice. Not one of them stood here. As you do now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Oh, the Scholar of the First Sin. It's the title! Ow. And that's it. Game's over. No souls though.
I lost everything, but remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. Would you tell me? Light, dark, or something else entirely?
And after all that, gonna choose a different path. We already lit the fire the last game. It's time to leave the throne behind.
There is no path. Beyond this life, beyond which you love. One could possibly encounter us. And yet we see it insatiably, such as our fears.
This is me leaving the game behind for another stream in a year. And that's Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. And these are unskippable credits, so. Just gonna sit here and go through those. So with the new what's it called? Learning how quickly you can get Dark Orb and stuff. It's definitely a path I'm glad I took, but the early game definitely was a bit of a bit of a trek in that. Excuse me, sorry. In that everything gets hit, or everything hurts you, and you don't do much physical damage until you can make even. Because you gotta level up both intelligence and faith in order to max out hex magic. Also, I don't know why the credits are all the way towards the left. Now the other ones don't do that. Yeah, really, it's just like the last, like the game's just like, oh, we've kept you down this long. Now we gotta just put one more batch of salt in the wound and making it unskippable. And not to mention, we're gonna have to go through this twice, because as lovely as it is that they did this, they credit both the Dark Souls 2, so the first Sin edition, and then the original Dark Souls 2 after that. It's like, cool, great. Twice the annoyance. And yeah, see, the original Dark Souls 2. Now we're going to go through this a second time. So, talk amongst yourselves if you want. I don't want to end just yet. I want to do one more soul read. Oh, man. Oh boy, Dark Souls 2's credits sure are taking forever. Let me just doom scroll on Twitter real quick. All the audio here. Liquid. Yep, see, Titchy Grin, Khan O'Neill, same voice actor as Moog in Elden Ring. Went from one blood maniac to another. We good? Oh, we're definitely in the... Yeah, alright, we got the little icons going by, so we're good. And then here's the third secret. Credits roll. Soul Throne Defender. The throne of the king is sacred and requires an appropriate guardian. The throne of the king is sacred and must be observed closely at all times. One actually defends the throne and the other just kind of looks at it. How do you become a cuckold for the chair? Soul of Nishandra. Soul of Nishandra, Queen of Dren Lake, the fragments of the abyss of untold origin, nourished their beings by the sides of would-be monarchs. Perhaps they were simply ordeals on the road to kinghood. One day the flames will fade and only darkness will remain, unless, of course, an heir arrives. Use the special soul of this prisoner of desire to acquire numerous souls or to create something extraordinary. And then we already looked at Zalid and Lude. Do that, hang on.
Bearer until up.
Or just kill a little bit of time before we super call in real quick. So we can go right into Dren Lake, or New Game Plus 2, but I don't feel like doing that. At least not on this file, because I've moved several areas into New Game Plus and beyond, mainly the, what's it called? The Rotten. Don't feel like doing that, so we'll just fight. I'll just do one more fight of the old Iron King, and then we'll call it. Mostly just out of boredom. Died already. Up to a good start. He's got no pants on. Why does he got no pants on? Whee! Oh. Yeah, you've already seen what he looks like when he comes out of the water. Lava. I said that last time also. Amazing. Super. Well, now I'm just committed to fighting this thing. Shotgun blast. One more time. There we go. Just wanted to do that. One last little wrap up, just to make up for having to deal with a 10-minute credit scene. Alright, nice last solid number there.
Have appeared. I don't... It seems that all the flames have been lit. It makes me feel... somehow... Wait. What am I doing here? Who are you again?
Everyone's losing their minds.
Fate brought us together for a reason. Take these. And may they help you on your travels.
Cool.
It seems that all the flame... It makes... Wait, who are you?
I like how everyone just kind of forgets. They really went in on the whole hollow aspect here, which, you know, makes sense. But it's one of those things where it kind of becomes like a, huh? Who am I? What's going on? Where everyone's doing it.
Need armor? I don't... Home.
Throne Defender Helm. Helmet of the worn by the Throne Defender. Defender has stood by the throne for ages. Will his wait be worth the while? And then the Watcher has waited for ages. Will his wait ever be rewarded? Oh, they're both. I always thought this one was a woman. Those are the only boss... You don't get many boss armor in this one. It might be about the same as in the other ones, but it seems a bit less because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't even get any of the DLC armor.
Are you sure?
Well, you probably actually get it through other quests.
It seems that we must now part. Why now? I don't see how it should matter. Just because... because I'm a cat? Honorable Sovereign, take your throne. And do great things if it please. Honorable... do...
Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I think we're done here. Okay, so, with this, another notch on our Soulsborne belt down, we move on to the third of the trilogy, Dark Souls 3 tomorrow. Am I going to do anything crazy there? Am I going to try to find, like, a certain weapon I want to do? Probably not. The last few times I've played through Dark Souls 3, I haven't touched the certain sword that I like using the most, so that's going to be the main focus for that one, is whatever weapon I've decided. I'm being a little vague about it. So we can, you know, have it be a surprise, kind of. But enough of that. So, yeah, tomorrow, Dark Souls 3 is where we're going to start. See, we'll move on from there. Just want to also say, in these trying times, things are probably going to be, I don't know how the future is going to hold. I really hope for the better, and the better, unfortunately, is nothing happens. Nothing gets worse, nothing gets better, but nothing gets worse. Wish you all the best in that regard. I'll keep on trucking, making art, animation, being a source of entertainment as best I can. A little corny, I know, ending a stream like this, but I don't know what the future has in store for certain elections and all that, but we'll see. Anyway, with all that said, that's going to be a stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.